Where's my mic? Anybody know where my mic is? Anybody know? Oh, thank you. Thank you. Where's the clip? I had a clip for this. What am I supposed to do? Be like Bob Barker here? The prize is right. I love you guys, and welcome into a new edition of All Andy Alfred right here on ClayFan 2-3. I am your host, Andy Alfred, and welcome you into the program. So let's get going again for our Tigers. Let's continue to roll for the Tribe. And Mud Hens lose. So what's new? Welcome into this Friday edition. It's Friday, Memorial Day weekend, Friday. A long 3-day weekend for most people. I'll be back on the air with you guys on Monday for a new edition of All Andy Alfred, of course, recapping. And also recapping this weekend series for both the Tigers and Indians. And we'll start off with the Tigers. Tigers coming off today with a record of 20-24. 6 games out of first place, 3-7 in their last 10 games. We'll play the Minnesota Twins in the quick 3-game series before heading to Boston on Monday to play an afternoon game on Monday afternoon for a 4-game set. This is the pitching matchups for you going into this evening's ball game. Tonight it will be Drew Smyly on the hill. He's 1-1 with a 2.89 ERA. Swarziniak is on the hill for Minnesota. He's 0-3 with a 4.73, 8-10 game time for you. Tomorrow afternoon will be an afternoon game. Max Scherzer on the hill. He's 3-3 with a 5.73 ERA. He'll face Carl Pavano, who's 2-3 with a 4.91 ERA. Game time 2:10. You can watch that game also on MLB Network. On Sunday, the concluding game of the series will be Rick Porcello on the hill. He's 3-4 with a 5.29 ERA. He'll take on Walters for Minnesota, who's 2-1 with a 2.95 ERA. That game 2:10 as well. Now, also the Tigers will play an afternoon game Monday afternoon on Memorial Day at 1:35. Will be Doug Fister on the hill. He'll take on the Boston Red Sox with Dubuque on the hill. He's 4-2 with a 3.96 ERA. All games you can watch with Rod Allen and Mario and Pember on FSN Detroit. And if you have the package, watch either Minnesota feed, Boston feed, but please watch the Tiger feed for you. That fair. The Cleveland Indians hit the road for a quick 3-game series before returning home to play the Kansas City Royals. The Indians will play the Chicago White Sox in a quick 3-game series. Now, the pitching matchup for this weekend will be Jemar Gomez. He's on the hill this evening. He's 3-2 with a 3.19 ERA. He'll take on Quintana, called up from Charlotte. And he's getting his first Major League debut at 8:10 today on STO. Saturday's game is on Fox. It'll be Derek Lowe on the hill for Cleveland. He's 6-2 with a 2.15. He'll take on Jake Peavy, who is 5-1 with a 2.39 ERA, 4:10 on Fox. Sunday's game will have Elbono Jimenez on the hill. He is 5-3 with a 5.02 ERA. He'll take on Gavin Floyd, who is 3-5 with a 4.66 ERA. Now Monday, the Tribe will return home to Progressive Field to take on the Kansas City Royals. That game at 4:10. We'll preview that game for you after the Tiger game. Of course, we will be on the air after the Tigers conclude their game, so we can preview the Indian game for you. It will be McAllister on the hill for Cleveland. He's 1-1 with a 3.96. He'll take at Anarock, who's 0-2 with a 2.33 at 4:10 on Monday. All games, excluding the Saturday game, you can watch on ST. Scores from last night in the Major Leagues. Cincinnati was a winner 6-3 over Atlanta. The White Sox were beat up on the Minnesota Twins 11-8. The Padres were a winner 11-5 over the New York Mets. San Francisco 14, Miami 7. The Angels were a winner 3-0 over the Seattle Mariners. And Philadelphia beat St. Louis 10-9. Looking at the AL Central standings, since this is Friday, going into the weekend, let's preview the AL Central standings. Cleveland is in first place. They're 26-18, 8-2 in their last 10 games. The White Sox are in second place. They're 23-22, one game above 500, 3.5 back, 7-3 in their last 10. The Detroit Tigers are in third place. 20-24, 6 games out, 3-7 in their last 10. Wrapping up the division for you, Kansas City's in 4th place. They're 17-26, 8.5 back, 4-6 in their last 10. And Minnesota is 15-29, 11 games out, 5-5 in their last 10. A notable series for you this weekend in the MLB. Tampa Bay is in Boston for a quick 3-game series. Chicago is in Pittsburgh, and Colorado will take on Cincinnati. And the Yankees are out west to take on the Oakland A's. I think this is the great time for the Tigers to play the Minnesota Twins. The Twins are struggling. Let's capitalize on 3 wins, and let's go for the sweep this weekend. Mud Hens won't be going for the sweep this weekend. Doesn't look like it. Mud Hens lost last night 4-1 to the Pawtucket Red Sox. Adam Wilk gets the loss. He goes to 2-4 with a 2.70 ERA. Ollendorf gets the win. He goes to 4-3 with a 4.07 ERA. Brian Spears homered for Pawtucket. 6,771 watched it. 2 hours and 58 minutes took to play. And McCollum gets the 7th save of the season. Now this evening it will be Game 2 of this quick series. At 7:05 on 12:30 WCWA. Jacob Turner on the hill. He's 0-0 with a 4.76 ERA. He'll take on Germano, who is 4-3 with a 2.98 ERA at game 7:05. Now, tomorrow's game will be very interesting. Casey Crosby on the hill. He's 4-2 with a 4.33 ERA. Pawtucket is sending Daisuke Matsuzaka to the hill. He is 0-1 with a 4.83 ERA. 6:05 start time for that one. And the concluding game on Sunday will be Thad Weber on the hill. He's 3-2 with a 2.54. He'll take on Ducksworth, who's 5-1 with a 4.28 ERA. 6:05 for both Saturday and Sunday. All games you can listen to on 12:30 WCWA. And Monday, the Mud Hens will hit the road to go to Rochester to play the Scranton Wilkes-Barre Yankees. The Yankees are, of course, if you have not been watching the program, are touring around the different ballparks in the IL because their ballpark is being rebuilt. And they're in Rochester. We have not got a pitching matchup for that, but that'll be a 4:05 start. We'll preview that series on Monday's edition of All Andy Alfred. Looking at the IL West standings, Indianapolis is 26-20, 5-5 in their last 10. Toledo is in second place. They're 23-24, a game under 500, 3-5. 3.5 back, 3-7 in their last 10. Get going. Let's get going. Let's get going. Because Columbus is right behind them. They're 21-25, 5 games out of first place, 4-6 in their last 10. And Louisville rounds out the division. They're 15-33, 12 games out, 3-7 in their last 10. Well, the Miami Heat closed out the Indiana Pacers last night, 105-93. Now they will wait the winner of Saturday's matchup between Boston and Philadelphia. Their series is tied at 3 games apiece. You can watch that game 8 p.m. Saturday night on ABC. Also for you, tonight at 8 o'clock is the pivotal Game 6 of the Eastern Conference Finals in the NHL. The Rangers taking on the Devils, and the Devils leading the series 3-2, 8 o'clock start on CBC or NBC Sports Network. Now, I got a comment yesterday afternoon on the program. It's coming to me from White Sox 901. He commented on yesterday's show, and I was talking about the ECHL for you, and how the divisions are going to work out new with the now Fort Wayne Comets and the Evanston Icemen joining the ECHL, along with the Orlando Solar Bears and the San Francisco Bulls. The Chicago Express are not around anymore, says White Sox 901, and I appreciate your comment. And yes, we did look up some facts, and yes, they did cease to exist. They only brought in 2,220 a game, but they were less than 1,000 a game, so the team dwindled, and the Blue Jackets lost an affiliate. However, we're looking at the division races. This is how it's going to shape up. In the North Division, which is what Toledo is in, it will be Kalamazoo, Toledo, Cincinnati, Fort Wayne, and Evanston. In the East, it will be Elmira, Wheeling. Let's see here. Also, I'm looking here. Oh, we'll just post it online because whoever wrote this is a. But the main point is, the teams are going to come. The two new teams are going to be in the same division with Toledo. How is that going to react? What's your opinion on that? Especially if you're going to be able to go see Fort Wayne, too. Recommendations for the weekend. The Mud Hens return home June 1st through the 8th. They'll take on Buffalo June 1st through the 4th. And then the 5th through the 8th, they'll play the Charlotte Knights. 419-725-HENS for tickets. Also, mudhens.com for more ticket information. Toledo School for the Arts presents Death by Chocolate. June 5th, Friday, from 5 to 7 p.m. in the Toledo School for the Arts Garden. Tickets are $30 a piece. You can call 419-246-8732, extension 246, for more ticket information. I will be in attendance for that one. Also, Pepsi Next, the official drink of All Andy Alfred, with 60% less sugar. Real Pepsi taste. Pepsi Next, you can't afford to miss it. Usually we drink at this time, but I want to send off this final message before I send off for the weekend. This coming Monday is Memorial Day, and I'd like to say thank you to the troops, and thank you for your hard work, your charisma, and so much more for us to keep me and all of my friends in sports broadcasting to do what we want to do. You paid the ultimate sacrifice, and I salute you guys for everything you've done. You guys have the bottom of the best in my heart. I pray for you guys every single day. And come home safe. Please, come home safe. On this Friday, I am Andy Alfred. I hope you enjoy your nice holiday weekend. And of course, as always, I'm pulling for you. We're all in this together. And especially the teams behind me. Come on, Tigers. We got to get the sweep. Victory is sweetest when you have tasted defeat. Have a nice weekend, everybody. I'll see you on Monday for a new edition of All Andy Alfred, the Memorial Day edition. I love you, Melissa. Bye.